Welcome everyone. Welcome to the latest Coach's Table discussion. And I got for us today a great topic, one that's asked me all the time. Tim, how come I exercise all day long and I can't lose any weight? I work 3-4 hours a week and I can't lose any weight. Big difference, folks. This is a common mistake, a common problem. There is a huge difference between fitness and fatness. It's just a short discussion. Talk about this more in later episodes. So let's get to fitness, my specialty. So what is fitness? Look at fitness and your fitness program as a tool to overall health. What is it to be fit? When you're fit, you have a high level of physical capacity. You're able to move around the world. You're able to run, jump, whatever it is you want to do with ease, without any straining. That's a high level of fitness, and you can train for that. Sport athletes train specifically for fitness programs for their particular sport and their application for their health. So fitness programs, as I talked about just then, let's look at football players. Let's look at the fast, speedy receivers. Their fitness program is based on speed. You look at their linebackers, a little more muscular, a little stronger. You look at the offensive and defensive linemen, big, huge guys, mountain of men, 300, 350 pound, even 400 pound men. And you look at those guys and they're overweight. And you say, are these guys healthy? Are they fit? You're damn right they are. Those are some of the fittest guys for their weight you'll ever find in the world. They're that big on purpose. They're that big. They are fed huge amounts of calories to fatten them up literally, to make them an immovable object. But their speed and their athleticism is at a high standard, a high level, way higher than you think. I wouldn't be able to race them in a race and beat them, and nor probably would you if you were at their weight. But they've trained for that. Look at gymnasts, lean and mean. Look at sprinters, slender upper body, very big, strong legs. Look at their program that they use to get to that, specifically tailored for that. The most ideal situation to look at is swimmers. You look at these swimmers, long, lean, athletic bodies. They eat immense amounts of food to fuel those activities, to get their athletic performance at the highest level. They've reached a situation where they've reached fat adaptation. They eat low protein, or I should say low carbohydrates to a certain extent, and a lot of protein to maintain the muscle. Their diets, they consume 30,000 calories a day, similar to football players, linemen, similar to bodybuilders who want to maintain a large protein performance in their body to keep their muscle mass up, and yet have enough carbohydrates to fuel their activity. It's important to understand that fitness programs can relate to your diet, but your diet can't relate to your fitness program. You can be a very healthy, overweight individual, very fit, and yet have a large amount of adipose or fatty tissue on your frame. That is perfectly normal. It's also possible to be sickly thin when you're so emaciated per se, and that you don't carry enough protein in your system to support the muscle you need. So you atrophy down and you have the skinny look. Think at marathon runners who have no upper bodies. All they have is big thighs and quadricep muscles and calves to propel them forward. That's a total different type of activity that they train for and that they eat for. Getting quickly on to what is fatness then. Fatness is basically related to your body composition. Do you have a slow metabolism that you're storing a large amount of fatty tissue, more than you would like? That is a situation where it's fatness. Folks, it's more than not diet related. You need to get your diet cleaned up, in order, and find your balance so that you can reach that situation where you're burning off just a few more calories than you're consuming, and therefore able to keep lean and mean. So carrying that excess fatty tissue, it compromises your health. It is the number one limiter of your athleticism and of your health and your function. It's the number one cause of poor health and failing health in the world, and is yet the number one health crisis in this country as well. So, being over fat is a bad thing. Being overfit can be a good thing. Can also be a not so good thing if you take it to the extreme and you overtrain and you find yourself figuring, what do I do now? So the problem is, when you look at fitness and fatness, is getting the right fitness program for your health and your activity level and your functioning in your life, and at the same time taking care of your nutrition so you're not taking on too many calories to then increase your fatness level, or your body composition gets out of whack and you carry more fat tissue than you really need to. Basically, for the most part, for most of us, it's over-consuming carbohydrates, which is stored as glycogen, so you have readily available fuel. You think of an elite athlete. They have enough glycogen in their body, enough energy for 2 hours of continuous strenuous activities. You and I are probably not going to work out for 2 hours continuous to burn off all those carbohydrates stored as glycogen. So what does your body do? It says, boom, let's store it here, let's store it there, let's store it wherever we can for in the future. So what do? It's a balance, folks. It's a balance. It's finding a way to not overconsume carbohydrates, eating the right amount of proteins in your diet, getting the right amount of good fats in your diet to support your health and your lifestyle without causing you to be in an overstimulated situation where you're over-consuming carbohydrates and unnecessary carbohydrates, especially high glycemic carbohydrates, which are stored more as fat. So, what do? Well, okay, so here's the question. How do we stay fit and not as fat as we need to be? And using fitness and exercise together at the same time. So what I mean is, don't think of it as if you're using fitness to control your fatness. It doesn't work. I've said it many times before, you're not going to outwork your fork. It's very powerful. The amount of calories you consume on a daily basis, you do not work off on a daily basis, especially if your nutritional intake is higher than it should be. Then again, if we cut our carbohydrates too low and we become too negative in carbohydrates, your body comes into a wasting mode and it'll start robbing protein out of your muscles and your bones to feed your metabolism to keep you alive. And that's not a good thing as well. So you got to find that balance. And that's what I do. And that's what I specialize in, trying to help people as a coach find that balance they need. I have a program on my website. It's free for everyone at www.primefitlife.com. Go to the programs. It's Onboard 101. It's a free program. 20-minute little break sessions of learning about your metabolism, learning about how you control your weight. And it's not as difficult as it is. It's pretty simple, and yet once you understand the concepts, it makes it a little bit easier for you to do that. As far as commercial programs for fatness, in other words, getting your diet toned in for you and what you need nutritionally is a key problem. Not everybody can live on fad diets here and there. You may lose some weight a little bit. You may cut your carbs to nothing and go on a high protein diet. In the long run, that's not going to work. You can't sustain that kind of diet in the long run. There's a program out there right now that, for nothing but great things, it's called My PhD Weight Loss. It's a program that is, this dietitian, this Dr. Ashley Lucas, helps you design a nutritional plan for your body type, for your nutritional makeup, for your genetics, so that you can thrive without robbing yourself of necessary calories, without starving yourself, eating boxed foods and things that you can't sustain in the long run. Because that's it, folks. It's sustaining a lifestyle, something that we can do the rest of our life. It's not a fad. It's not a week. It's not come the end of the year when we're pulling out those New Year's resolutions. We don't do that here. We work on scientific research, applications, putting that to work for you to get yourself fit and healthy. Again, I'm not a nutritionist and I can't make nutritional recommendations, but I will make recommendations or observations based on what works for me. I offer common sense information for you. Without crash dieting, without over-nutritional supplementation, I'm able to maintain a healthy weight. I'm a little punch at times, and that is okay. We don't want to be over skinny. We don't want to be over fat. We've got to find what works best for you to help you maintain your health, and at the same time, help you maintain a good level of fitness so that you can keep healthy and functional in your life. Reach out to me, schedule a call on the website, touch base with me. We'll set up a time to talk about it a little bit further. Again, these are short-lived discussions about it. Fitness versus fatness, long debate. Can we out-exercise our fork? Not so much. So think about it in that terms. We're coming on to 2023. It's time for you to tell yourself, 2023 is going to be the year for me. Take care of yourself. Make yourself that priority that you need to be so that you can stay fit, you can stay healthy, and you can thrive in a lifestyle that you enjoy so that you can enjoy other people as well, have the other people enjoy you in their lives as well. Again, primefitlife.com. Take a look at it. A lot of free stuff there for you. Get in touch with me. Send me an email at tim@primefitlife.com. Reach out with a phone call or another email. We'll be in touch. We'll be lean and mean in 23. That's the motto. Let's go. Let's stay at it, folks. Again, I'm checking out. You guys all have a great day. We'll talk again real soon.